Energy vampires. What are they? How to get rid of them, how to avoid them, how to use this term to level up your life, to progress, to become the best version of yourself, and to reach all of your goals, fulfill all of your desires, and become the person you were always meant to be. My arm is getting very tired of holding this camera, so I'm going to try and record and be as concise as possible in this video. So let's get cracking. What is an energy vampire? It's a really simple term. Anything that drains you, anything that suckles on you, anything that destroys your energy and prevents you from feeling energized and motivated and willing to do the things that you know you need to do is an energy vampire. What are the most common energy vampires? The most important one that I usually see in people and that I see in myself, and I'm no business expert, this is simply me, preaching the lessons I've learned along the way of trying to build a business out of the key message that I really promote, which is health is looks. That's what my channel is focused on. I also have this little series where I just talk to you about some life lessons. The most important thing for me, and the biggest thing that drained me and prevented me from reaching the next level and becoming the person that I was always meant to be, was half-built bridges. If you have 50 half-built bridges and you work on 50 small tasks a day, you will never achieve anything. Every single day, you need to build a bridge. You need to finish one heavy hitting task. Obviously, you can still get a load of smaller tasks done. The basics should be, going to the gym, having all of the systems in place, having your mental, physical health sorted out, and also enjoying your day. But at the same time, every single day, you should aim to get one big task done. If you are literally for a month, and I've got to keep my arm down for a second because it really hurts. My lateral delts are dying, but if every single day you are getting, nothing done really, you may be working on 20 different projects a day, you may be trying to launch so many different things, you may be like hedging your bets and trying out multiple projects at one time, instead of actually completing tasks and making big progress on the thing that you need to do, you will never get anywhere and you will cap yourself, you will burn out, you will feel tired, and your energy will be drained. What's the second energy vampire other than these half-built bridges? The second energy vampire is your environment. Everyone talks about it, everyone preaches it, but it will never be talked about enough, because until you take action, until you realize that it's in your control, you should be basically like military sergeant should be yelling this down your ears every single day over and over until you actually take action on this. I'm going to walk around the other way, which is essentially change your environment. I don't care if you think you have no money, or if you're in no position to, or if you feel bound to other people around you. The best thing you can do for the people in your environment is become the person you were meant to be, take action so that you can then support them in the future. It's the hardest thing to do. It was the thing that took me the longest. I never even understood it. I barely even understand it to this day, but it is crucial. I mean, these people around you who may advise against your risks, who may try and limit you, who may encourage you to go down the steady path so that you can have a steady life, all they want is the best for you. Your parents want the best for you, your siblings, your friends, your teachers. All they really want is the best for you, but the best thing for you is to not listen to them. There is no point taking a risk in life when you're 75 years old. There is every point in taking a risk when you're young and when you have the ability to bounce back if the risk fails. There is no risk in taking a risk, because at the very least you'll learn a lesson from it. At the very least you'll learn from your mistake and be able to then go about it in a different way the next time until you succeed. There are no negatives. I don't think anyone will ever understand it until they're in the position to understand it. I could say it as many times as I want, people could yell it at you, but until you actually do so and until you actually take action and stop being ruled by your emotions, you will never feel the feeling that I have now, which is, I never thought I would start a business. I never thought I would do anything like this. I always thought I would try and go to the best university. I was the biggest sweat in school. I had the biggest motivations. I wanted to study economics or medicine or something, and then have a steady job and support my family and try and do all of that. And that was the path. Until you realize that you're set up for failure in that way, you have to, and this isn't the cliche like don't go to university. If you have a clear desire, if you have a clear passion, then go for it. But for most of you who don't know what you want to do, if you want to earn money, if you want to support your family, if you want to find purpose, the only thing you really need to worry about is taking a risk. You need to step away from your environment. You need to stop surrounding yourself with people who are negative impacts on you. All of these people are projecting their mistakes, their lack of urgency, and the things they wish they could have done onto you. That is what everyone does. You are a reflection of other people's insecurities, and that's what you should strive to be. And that is not to do this in spite of other people. This is not to do this from a place of dark energy. This is to do things from a place of love, creativity, and desire to open their eyes so that you can then support them in the future. And it is a really difficult phase that you will encounter, which is where you're too good for the people around you and you need a change, but at the same time you're not good enough to surround yourself with people that you know will motivate you, that are better than you, and that will inspire you. And what you need to do, and this is the only thing that every single successful person has in common, is you need to be willing to endure the lonely phase where you don't know who you can surround yourself, you don't have anyone to talk to, you don't trust anyone, you don't really have anyone. All you have is yourself, your mind, and your perception of what you are capable of. It is that easy. You are capable of anything. That is the most worthwhile thing in life of discovering. Your mind determines everything. You know you could do what you know you need to do. Even if you don't know what you need to do, what you need to do, I'm going to say, is just take action. The base level is do the things that you're failing at. If you know that you aren't eating properly, start eating properly. If you know that you need to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you know you need to study, then study. The worst thing a man can do, and even a woman, this is the worst thing any person can do, is be ruled by their emotions, because in the long run, what will happen is you become depressed. If you want to be happy, you need to be ruled by action and not emotion. And that's not saying to suppress everything, cope in things in a negative way. That is to say, take action, build the life you want to, and you will realize through discipline, through consistency, through momentum, you will feel happy, because you will realize what you are capable of. You will realize that every sad, tragic thing that happens to you, whether you are homeless, medically ill, your mother dies, and I probably shouldn't even say this is putting negative things out into the universe. I take it back. But whatever happens to you, as long as you can move on from it, learn from it, embrace it, and realize that the universe, and be kind of in touch with it. The universe has a plan, and that's not some cringe thing. That is to say, stop disconnecting from the source that created you. Stop disconnecting from nature. Stop disconnecting from every person that is trying to support you. Start taking action. Just start taking action. Just start surrounding yourself with better people, and at the very least, stop surrounding yourself with those that you know are a negative influence. At the same time, that's the second energy vampire. Third energy vampire, and I'm just kind of making this off of the top of my head, but this is something I was thinking about today and yesterday, is it's just life. It's time. The biggest energy vampire is time. Every single day where your imagination becomes more dulled, where every single day you become more accustomed to a world of people that are satisfied with less, and that are satisfied with working every day to pay off a mortgage and to do these basic things rather than striving for greatness. The third energy vampire is the world. It's time, it's life. You need to build your own perception of it. You need to have the same imagination you did when you were a child. When someone asked you what you wanted to be and you said you wanted to be a footballer, astronaut, billionaire, that's the same imagination, that's the same mindset, that's the same sense of possibility that you need to have now. You need to stop being drained by the world. Stop allowing the world to tell you what you can and cannot do. Stop realizing and stop believing that you are capable of nothing. Every single time that someone tells you that you can't do something or you can do something, don't even use it to create dark energy to then propel you to do so. Just be so safe in the sacred knowledge that you can do anything that you want, that anything that you set your mind to, you are capable of, that any failure or risk or tragic encounter you have, you will learn from, you will come back stronger. You have at least 60 years, 70, 80, maybe some of you 90, 100 years to do the things that you want to do. You can do anything. You can take any risks. You can learn from any mistakes. Even if you don't do anything until you're 70, along the way, you will have enjoyed the journey, because you will at least learn things, find purpose in trying your best That is fulfillment. You see what I mean? Even if you strive to do something, as long as you are striving to do something, as long as you have some sense of urgency, some sense of imagination, some sense of possibility, that is the whole point of life. Just trying to do all that you possibly can to leave an impact, support the people around you, help others, find fulfillment, and make some philosophy of the world and of this life. It's the least you owe yourself. You don't owe yourself, sitting in a room playing video games, eating junk food, and being a disgrace, to be honest. It's an insult to the world that created you. It's an insult to your family. It's an insult to everyone that has ever supported you. And even if no one has supported you, it's an insult to yourself. You have your mind, you have your imagination, you have the internet, you have everything you could possibly need to find online, to discover, to create, to believe. You have so many videos like this online. Even if you have nothing, just go watch 50 of these videos, even if they're from other people, and fix your life. It is so easy to say, so hard to do. Not a lot of people will do it. However, you all have the potential to, and that's the most important thing. As long as you realize that, as long as you start going for it, and I know I'm blabbering on, I'm repeating stuff, and I'm waffling now. Avoid the energy vampires, take action, stop being ruled by emotion, become the person that you are meant to be, focus on your health, take action. I'm repeating shit. I just got demonetized. It's chill. Yeah, I'm gonna go jump in the ocean. I can't record it because I'm just walking in with my phone. I'll record myself walking in because I'm relatively goated. Life is good. I'm going back to the UK tomorrow. I'm getting ready to move and scaling the business. Feet are in the ocean. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Peace.